first and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakahak, Wadash. I want to give double honors to my apostle and elders, Great Millstone, who teach very well. While not this truth from and salutation out there to the hopeful elect, who continue to push his word in all truth, faith, and sincerity. And also shalom to the men, women, and children who sincerely believe upon the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And today, just basically getting on the weakening of this kingdom, man. Because America military, America's pride and joy is not what it used to be a couple years ago, man. Because you go back into the time of, 1945, that military, World War One, World War Two. Hey, it been years that the U.S. military was feared. But you fast forward to 2022, everybody can see your weakness, man. Everybody can see that actually American military is flawed. And it all started off with what it was a series of misfortunate events. But hey, a part of that is landing moles in the military, man. Cause at one point it was don't ask, don't tell, because they knew what was going on there. Then it got to a point where you could be whatever you want to be, and these other nations are seeing it. These other nations are seeing the downfall of Edom in front of their eyes, man, because you can see that his military is wasting away. Let's go ahead and get this in the book of Isaiah 14, because that's why all these different nations is testing America, man. They putting sanctions and things upon them, and basically, for the lack of better words, they don't give a fuck. Because it's like, everybody can see that you have became weak, man. Please bear me, Aki. Yep. This Isaiah 14, and I'm going to start at verse 16. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee. And that's where it's the point now. People are considering. Is this guy really who he say he is? Did this guy still have the power that he had back in 1945? And the answer to that is no. Everybody can see the weakness of Esau. Read this again. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake kingdoms? And hey, Esau, he was that man to, bring mischief upon the planet Earth, man, to bring death and destruction. When it gets to a point when everybody is getting mad at that, it's got to a point when everybody is calling you out upon your biz. Because for years and decades and centuries, you have been running free. Nobody have been checking you and things like that. But it got to a point when you got called up upon your BS, man. And these nations are realizing. Let's get that real quick in the book of Jeremiah. These nations are realizing that you don't have the juice now, man. And I'm gonna get show a couple of videos on TikTok that really was the inspiration of this video, man. Because you can see that this devil is ready for the taking, man. You can see that Yahweh is finna get ready to take Esau, Edom down, man. And these other nations can see it too. Because like while these 2/3 of our people, they live their everyday life, they wait for the next chase to come out, or they wait for the playoff. Hey, these other nations are looking to take these devils down. That's why Scripture said, why does the heathen imagine a vain thing? Because Ishmael, they want to be up next. Moab want to be up next. Esau want to stay up. But at the end of the day, the nation of Israel is going to get the victory. Let's jump down to Jeremiah 51, though. Jeremiah 51 in verse 7. It says, Babylon hath been the golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. And yes, every continent upon the planet Earth have been affected by the juice of Babylon. Whether it been by trade, or whether it been by these devils just shipping some cigarettes over there, man. Showing movies or pushing forth different trends. Because over there in India, they have all-women delivery service now, man. Now, how much you want to bet in 2 or 3 more years, India is going to have a big following of trannies, man. That's a part of all nations drinking of the cup of Babylon, that feminism spirit, that matriarch society that these devils bringing forth. But it says it had made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad. And again, you go to you talk to these higher ups, and the higher up of Edom, and it's like the higher up of the Cushites, or the higher ups of You know what I'm saying? The Moabites or the higher ups of Ishmael. I know Ishmael don't play that shit, you know. But you talk to the higher ups of Ishmael, and they see the different plans that you're trying to plan for their country. They getting pissed off, man. And ultimately, they're calling you out upon your BS, man. You know, it gets to a point where you can't use that button as a threat right now, man. Because everybody have weapons of mass destruction right now, man. Everybody can push. India can push that button right now if they want to, man. But that's the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai humbling these devils, man. Because now you're not the only guy on the block that have a weapon now, man. Now you're the guy that's scared of the little guy that got the weapons now. Let's go ahead and get that real quick. Matter of fact, let's finish it off. It says Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed on all levels, morally, physically, mentally, emotionally. America has been destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so she may be healed. So let's see if America can be healed. Let's see if this place can bounce back. We would have healed Babylon. So yeah, let's get some ointment, stimulus checks, black people, Biden. You know what I'm saying? Got Biden on our side and things like that. You know, it says we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. Let us go, everyone, to his own country. For her judgment reaches unto heavens and is lifted up even to the skies. And ultimately, the Lord have this devil number, man. This devil, he's not going to get away for all the atrocities and all the death that he brought forth for centuries and years and decades. No, we're coming into the point when the Lord is going to get ready to judge this devil according to his action. Let's go ahead and get some Joel real quick, and we're going to jump back to TikTok, man, to show you the folly of these people, man. To show you that they're ready for the taking. And if I was a smaller nation, I'd be playing this stuff, man. Because when you go into the Roman Empire, when it was on the tail end, you know, for lack of better words, it was different smaller countries and smaller areas that was, you know, testing that beast, man. It's like a fighter. You know, a fighter, he's good when he's in his prime, but in his latter years, you know, people are just taking advantage of him. You know, people are just gonna use him to boost their rank. You know, you get one of them old fighters. You know, he kind of washed up, but he still need the money a little bit. You know, so you're gonna throw him in the ring with a young guy, an upcoming guy, and you know the upcoming guy is gonna, you know, take him down through there. But at the same time, he's just doing it so he can, you know, boost himself, man. And that's what these other nations are trying to do. But you're not going to boost yourself. Going back to that Psalm, the 2nd chapter, the 1st verse, man. Why does the heathen rage? Because you imagine a vain thing. You think you're going to be up next, but no. It's going to be the nation of Israel, man, that's going to rule in righteousness in the next kingdom, man, which is going to be the kingdom of heaven. Let's get this in Joel 3, though. It says, proclaim ye this amongst the Gentiles, prepare war. And we, by the roundabout way, we telling these other nations to prepare themselves. Russia, prepare yourself. Italy, Australia, you know, America, China, Tokyo, Thailand. You know, it's going to be strategic. You know, World War III is going to be real strategic. But we telling these other nations to prepare war. Because what? The second war has passed, but the third war comes quickly. You know? Prepare war, wake ye up the mighty men, which America is in very short of supply of mighty men, you know. It says, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Now, real quick, before I read the next verse, do these guys right here look like mighty men to you? With the weapon being your shoulder. Look like mighty men. I won. With this guy Chico of Friday, you know, with Mr. Rogers, bro. Tell me why. Tell me why. I'm not gonna play you anymore, but things like this, if I was a spy in the city and I peep these things out, hey, I'll come back with the report that these guys are ready for the taking. No matter how much military or war power they got, man. They're ready for the taking. And you definitely don't have the weapons and the men to fight against Yahweh Shai. You know that's not even a question. You think these guys like this have a chance to even get a lick on your house shot? Hell no, man. Let's see another. What are you doing? Right here, this right. He getting on other guys for being, being stupid. It's not following fucking instructions. Oh my God. Shouldering the fucking weapon. Why the fuck would the weapon be in your shoulder right now, Thomas? Because you want to do what the fuck. Even him, he's pissed off because he can see that they're ready for the taking. He can see that they're done. Smith, just right here, man. Just look at this guy's face, man. Just look at his face. Look at his countenance. That's not the countenance of a warrior, man. He don't have a grit. You could say he don't have an edge by himself. He's sitting here comfortable eating damn Pringles, man. Now, what if overnight, just all of a sudden, a series of misfortunate events in the matter of 24 hours, you got to get shipped off. Guys like this is going to die in a matter of hours, man. And it's not like these other nations is not peeping this. Going through military TikTok, man. This is the person I need to see. Why you join the army, man?
Shit, I need money.
Alright, short and sweet. I got you. Smith, just the person. He said, yeah, I just need money. You know? He didn't say, I can't do it for. Because even guys in Ukraine, if certain people in Ukraine, what the Ukraine say, I'm here to protect my country. No, this guy just said, yeah, I just need the money, you know? Basically signed your life over for a measly couple of shekels, man. But just going back, me and Steve.
This parking sign.
And look, that's a woman. If I'm an Israelite and I'm looking at these Americans, looking at the film, examining these devils, examining the soldiers, and I compare them to my soldiers, I say, yeah, we got them. Yeah, they got they got this, but hey, we got them, bro. But at the same time, we already know that everybody have that buddy. You can push that buddy, That's why we go back. Let's go back to that because instead of these people putting their money towards new entertainment system, guess what? They put their money towards weaponry, towards the missiles, towards hypersonic speed, and space weapons and such. Joel 3 and verse 10, beat your plowshares into swords and your prunings into spears. And these other nations, they did their sacrifices, for the lack of better words. They put their people through a famine. They cut down the agriculture. They cut down the entertainment. They had to push forth strict rules in order for their military to be built up. Because you look at certain small countries like North Korea, man. North Korea, yes, they're in the eyes of these other people. Yeah, Rocky, man, he's Mr. Irrelevant. But this guy, he got hypersonic missiles that can reach Hawaii. People ain't talking about that. A couple years ago, it was a threat that missiles was going to reach Hawaii, and people were scared, people were spooked. But this guy, he made a strategic plan to put all his money in the weaponry so he can take these devils down. And again, these guys are ready for the taking. Let's go get something else. Let's go to Revelations. This is the book of Revelations 9, because it's already a day, a time, an hour, a second, a minute that's prepped for the Lord to destroy these devils, man. Please bear with me. Yep, this Revelation 9 and 15. And the 4 angels was loose, which will prepare for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. And again, it's going to be a point when the angels is going to, because it could have been plenty of times when, they could have hit the button or things got ramped up and a sense of emotion, they could have just hit the button. But the Lord got the spirit of angels, holding back the sword, holding back the 4 winds. But it's going to get to a point when the Lord's going to put the spirit of those angels to put the spirit on these different leaders to tap that button, man. To push the button and send arrows upon these devils, man. Because that's how World War III is going to end. Read this again. It says, and the 4 angels was loose, which was prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of man. So it's already predestinated for a day, an hour, a second, even down to the last millisecond, when the Lord is going to destroy this devil, man. When he's going to send out ICBM missiles upon the lands of America and everyone that falls in place with America, man. Because Israel is going to get hit, you know. Well, for the lack of better words, the Lord, He's going to clean house from the nation of Edom, man. He's going to clean house from these wicked men. You know what I'm saying? He's going to clean house from these the evil guy. But again, that's the spirit of the Lord revealing this dude. That's the spirit of the Lord telling you that He's going to take this man down. Because again, you go look at the military, you look at what these guys are pushing forth. You know, you looking at the men that in his military, you looking at the plans and shit. You looking how he lost Vietnam and how he struggled against the Taliban. You look at all that, then you say, yeah, the only that drones, you know, how they get the drone technology? You know, it's a simple email they can just send to get all that type of technology, man. And that's one thing about technology. You know, especially the modern day technology, it can be stolen easily. You know, not to dabble too much, but World War III has already started, man. That cyber wars, and just get ready for EMPs to happen. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, the military of China, they have a whole bunch of nerds in there, tapping into the grid of the Americans and stealing valuable information, and likewise with the Americans, with the China government, man. But again, that's the spirit of the Lord showing you, man, that hey, it's only a ticking time bomb before this place get blowed up, man. You know, but again, we can see the things slowly but surely coming by looking at guys like that on military TikTok, man. By looking at the signs of the times, and the signs of the times is that the mighty men of Edom are weak. So I want to say, call Allah Yahweh, by Hashim Yahweh Shai, by Hashim Rakakudai, Shalom PTA, and the Bible.